All right, it is 11:30 a.m. So I'm going to start the technology committee for Tuesday, October 3. Can I please have a roll call?
Yes. Berlin.
Here.
Cahill.
Here.
Carrier.
Here.
Eckhoff.
Here.
Galassi.
Here.
Guston. Henry.
Here.
Kazmarek.
Here.
Mendrick. Rutledge.
Here.
White.
Here.
You.
Here.
We have a quorum.
All right. I do have one remark, and that is that on Thursday, September 28th, DuPage won yet 2 more awards from the NAGW, National Association of Government Web Professionals. Specifically, we won the 2023 Members' Choice Award for City or County Large Population Group for our new website, again, our website. And the second one was the 2023 Pinnacle Award for Digital Innovation for that QR code project, that joint project for domestic violence survivors between IT, Judge Ann Walsh, and Chief Judge's Office. So congratulations to Debbie Lacey and her web
Great.
All right, so do we have any public comments? Okay, so I would like to move to approve the minutes.
So moved.
Second. And I have a motion and a second. Thank you. Any discussion or changes? Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, that passes. Thank you. Moving on to budget transfers, item 23-3200. Can I get a motion for the budget adjustment total of $1,287,050 from IT projects, capital infrastructure, IT equipment for the following? Okay, $102,000 to projects, capital infrastructure, IT services, $218,280 to IT projects, capital infrastructure, software licenses, and $966,770 for, again, IT projects, capital infrastructure, software maintenance agreements to cover the cost of Tyler travel expenses, software licensing, and software maintenance through fiscal year 2023.
So moved. Second.
All right, got a motion and a second. Any discussion?
Can Anthony explain this a little bit to us?
Sure. This is essentially a transfer to cover a lot of our outstanding invoices. It's something that happens every year. We don't have it in one bucket to pay for different things. We transfer to different lines. So this is just appropriation essentially for us to pay for outstanding invoices.
It's already been budgeted for, so it's
It has
just,
already
it's just
been
going
budgeted
between
for.
line items.
That's it.
Okay, got it.
That's
Yes,
all.
Grant.
I just ask how Tyler's doing.
So 2 of the biggest users are here, and I'm gonna put some light on them as well, but I'll just say that it's going better, right? So there were some challenges. As you all know, we went live technically in January, but we've been doing cleanup work ever since, and there's still some outstanding issues that we're working through. So it is live in production. We're using the tool. We just need to run into new things periodically that we have to fight and address. So I don't know, Kathy or Paul, if you two want to give some.
I mean, I think you summed up very well. There's challenges that we've been finding, but when we find a challenge, they work on it and they fix the challenge. Unfortunately, it's not a out of the box. What we thought, more so out of the box, and they would just tweak it here. I mean, we're running processes, finding issues, or fixing issues, and then moving on. But it's been a time consuming. Like I say, one day in my life, I would like not to talk about Tyler.
Today's not the day.
Today's not the day either, but it's better. I mean, we're farther along. There's still some issues with the assessment and the assessors coming in and working on those.
That's the one I heard about, that we're not gonna get the tax bills out next year.
I don't think we're at that
Can't
point
comment
yet.
there right
No,
now.
I don't think we're at that point to panic and say the tax bill's not gonna be out on time, but the uploads coming from the assessor's offices, there's 9 townships and 9 different uploads are going into the system. So they're working on that, and they pretty much signed off on it yesterday saying it looks good. So the uploads won't take long, but
I know our circuit court clerk had some issues with them. She said something like a year ago, like it was really bad, but she couldn't tell us. 'Cause I got the idea it was like
Yeah,
statewide.
for the clerk's office, it's a little different. So they're not using Tyler's application directly. They're using eFile Illinois, which is the electronic filing application that is mandated by the state of Illinois. So that application has to integrate with the court systems or the clerk of circuit courts case management system. So there were integration issues with Tyler. So it's a little different, and it's in Austin. Yeah, yeah, there's integration issues. Those are the issues she's referring to. That has actually gotten better too. I escalated to Tyler leadership, got them more involved. They've been working with the clerk of the circuit court on a regular basis to address their issues. And last time I talked to her, she thought it was going better.
My concern was just that we keep giving them money and deeper into the hole. And at some point, you know, they control us instead of we controlling them.
So to that point, and Bill has a question, to that point, let me give you an example. I think we are doing better than, even though it's not great, we're doing better than most. So Cook County started the same implementation of the same application in 2015. They still aren't done with their implementation. 2015. So
That's what's gonna be their taxes.
yeah, that's why they're close.
That's all
And they're
ours.
hoping to have them out for this year.
Taxes,
So they can.
and assessor.
So my question is, this extra work solving problems, is that part of the original contract or are we incurring extra charges?
Part of the original contract.
Okay, so it's just the
So-
time and aggravation, it's not
Yeah.
costing us more money.
Time and aggravation
And we have our benchmark, our, you know, that they don't make it, right, so we haven't paid them, money for almost a year now, because it's like, you haven't hit these. Until we're ready to go, you cannot say this is ready to go, you know, that it's,
And you're
They
comfortable
can
with the
leave.
amounts unpaid is sufficient to incentivize them to finish the
Yes.
project.
It's quite a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been involved in construction contracts, they say, well, I'm not fixing that, you're already paid.
Yeah.
No.
No, they still-
Yeah, they're there. So to their credit, and really to the credit of Treasurer's office, the clerk's office, and the supervisor of assessment and procurement, the contract was written in milestones is one thing I always recommend, because then you don't pay until that milestone is met, until they fix something. Then they move on to the next thing you pay. In a lot of contracts, they pay up front, or it's timing based, right? So the first year you have to pay annually. Our contract isn't like that. So our treasurer is not going to pay unless she's happy, and she has not paid for over a year. And to Tyler's credit, they have tried their best to remedy our concerns by bringing other resources or trying to work on them. It's just taken much longer than we anticipated.
And there's a lot of yachts that are titled first draw.
Yeah, maybe. So,
All right, any other questions or discussion? So I believe we had a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, that passes. And then moving on to procurement requisitions, can I get a motion for TEP
So moved.
006623,
Second.
recommendation for the approval of contract purchase order to Cyber Risk Alliance LLC for membership in the Cybersecurity Collaborative through the National Association of Counties for IT. This contract covers the period of November 24, 2023 through November 23, 2026 for a contract total amount of $34,999. And I heard a motion from member Guston and a second from member Cahill. Any questions? Yes.
Question. In the justification for this, it says that you will have access to tools, policies, and other vital information.
Mhm.
Can you kind of expand on that? Because this is over $11,000 a year to be part of an organization.
yeah, it's part of an organization, but it's a critical organization for us to be part of. So it's essentially cybersecurity experts throughout the entire nation who come together to create these templates, to do exercises, to do pre-exercises, to plan for cybersecurity issues. They provide tools, they provide templates, things of that nature that it would be difficult for us to do without. So it's basically, instead of having, and Michelle's in the room, she's our cybersecurity specialist. It's great to have Michelle, who is one of the brightest minds out there, but it's Michelle times 100, right? So people together, working together, trying to figure out issues, trying to be proactive in the IT security world. So it's the right membership to be in for us as an organization. It probably saves us hundreds of thousands of dollars, if not millions a year, because they help Michelle and others with cybersecurity questions, with issues, with things of that nature.
And in a crisis, I would imagine that they are more valuable.
They're there to
than
help.
that.
Yeah, they're there to help. So you always need other resources to help. Things are going on in their spaces, their worlds that could affect us. So we learn from that and we prepare for that, and we use them as resources.
And it's my understanding that we've also been part of this since 2020.
Yeah.
And it has a lot of the resources that we are looking for, right?
Absolutely. That's absolutely right.
All right, yes, Bill.
So very good. And then this organization, they work a lot with counties, I see, because
They do, yeah.
So they have a lot of experience helping counties.
They do. They work with government organizations, but I know Kane County is one of them for sure.
Okay,
I
so
don't know the entire membership, but
so if one county encounters a threat, then this group knows about it.
they know about it, right away, and they let the entire
Alright.
membership know. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Sounds good.
Okay.
Any other questions? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you, that passes. Item 233201, can I have a motion for recommendation for the approval of contract purchase order to Tyler Technologies for the purchase of Tyler One Identity Workforce Advanced Multi-Factor Authentication Software for the Tyler IS World Software for IT. This contract covers the period of October 4, 2023 through October 3, 2024 for a contract total of $17,775.
Second.
Thank you. Any questions about this?
Chair, so you may. So I just wanted to let you know, this is not directly related to the transfer at all. This is a completely separate item, and this is again for cybersecurity. This is for them to have the multi-factor authentication, similar to what you experience now. So if you log on, it tells you, it'll send you a text message or email saying, please verify that it's really you doing this right now. We thought it was critical for the Tyler system, especially for the cashiering piece, for us to have that additional security coverage, and 17,000 covers that.
All right, any other questions? All right, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, and that passes. And then finally, I get a motion to receive and place on file DCP 001723, recommendation for the approval of contract to Acela for annual subscription service for Velismo software integration between Acela online permitting software and Bluebeam plan review software for the period of December 1, 2023 through November 30, 2024 for a contract total not to exceed $3,618. This was the same item that was in public works and transportation. So I did hear a motion and a second. Yes.
But just a note, I don't know, it was a Scrivener's error, I believe, where it said that the software will provide the necessary bride to allow plans to be submitted.
Bridge.
I think it should be
It's
bridge,
supposed to be bridge,
Yeah.
so.
just a Scrivener's, yeah.
That was in the procurement checklist?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you for noticing that. Any other discussion or questions about this item? And all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All right. If we have any old business? And I just actually wanted to mention that there was a cybersecurity email that was sent out this morning by Michelle. I think I had mentioned during board meetings that this was also cybersecurity month. And so thank you to Michelle Milwaukee for sending that out. All right. Any other old business? Moving on to new business. Any new business? Okay. I get a motion to adjourn.
So moved. Second.
All right. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.